Number 42. Use the element colors in figure 2.3 and the information in table 3.5 to identify each of the following anions. Give the name and proper formula including the charge. So you're given 3 anions. Now these are polyatomic anions because you see more than one atom there. So polyatomic anions are kind of like charged molecules. So a polyatomic ion, if it's a polyatomic anion, it's a negative ion. And these are like charged molecules. You got groups of atoms, that are attached together that collectively carry a charge. So to answer this, we need to know what these atoms are and what the charge is. And that way we can write the formula and then name it. Okay, so what are these atoms? Well, that's indicated in figure 2.3 over here. Okay, so here's the colors that are used throughout this book. Now, you should of course memorize carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. Those are the big 4. But then, the book uses these other ones sometimes. And then once you know the colors, you can use table 3.5 here to kind of figure out which one are we talking about. Okay, and it has the name right there. So looking at A, you have these. You got a black one surrounded by 3 red ones. Well, that's going to be carbon and 3 oxygens. So I'm going to write CO3. So A is CO3. Now before we write the charge and name it, let's just do the other ones quickly. So here's B and C. B is you got a yellow one surrounded by 3 red ones. Well, that's going to be a sulfur surrounded by 3 oxygens. So B is going to be SO3. And then C, what is C? C is blue surrounded by 3 reds. So that's going to be nitrogen. So nitrogen's blue and then surrounded by 3 oxygens. So NO3. Okay, now that we got the formulas for the atoms, let's figure out which one of these it is. So this separates it. They all are surrounded by oxygen. So this table right here, 3.5, kind of groups it according to what the other atom is. Okay, so carbon. Carbon forms lots of different polyatomic ions. But here, you got this one right here. The carbonate is CO3 minus 2. And so that's it for us. So we got the minus 2 charge. And this is called carbonate. Like, you ever heard of sodium carbonate? Not sodium bicarbonate. That would be the bicarbonate one down there. Okay, carbonate is this one. Okay, so carbon, forgot to finish writing that, carbonate. And then B, okay, SO3. So let's look under the sulfur group. Here it is down there. Got SO4, that's sulfate, and then SO3 sulfite. So SO3 minus 2. So the charge on this one is minus 2, and that's called sulfite. And then finally, NO3, let's look for nitrogen. Where's it at? Nitrogen. You got nitrate and nitrite. We're talking about NO3. So that's a nitrate, and charge is minus 1. So minus 1, and it says nitrate.